Looks like I might not have to worry about pacing issues after all. This first episode pretty much followed the first chapter of SAO Volume 5. And that is good. I am happy about that. I am really happy about this episode. This episode made me, as a light novel reader, happy. And that is all I asked out of this anime, and it delivered. This episode delivered, the pacing was correct, we had that inner monologue with Kirito this episode, and at the same time, we had good development on this arc right at the beginning. Yes! 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 This is how you do it! This is how you handle Sword Art Online 2! This is how you handle one of the best arcs in Sword Art Online, Gun Gal Online. This is going to be badass. Now, I'm going to let you know, as you all know by now, I have already read the light novel, so I know what to expect, but I am going to be straight out honest with this adaptation. I'll let you all know if it follows the light novels correctly. So far, it did everything correctly to the key different points and the foreshadowing. Oh my god. Now, right at the beginning of this episode, obvious foreshadowing was fucking obvious, and at the very same time, oh my god, they foreshadowed events way off into the future with this episode. I did not realize this volume or this episode that was being adapted would foreshadow that far into the fucking future. But anyways, okay, besides that one event I saw, I'm not going to point it out. Whoa. Animation on fucking point. I mean, there is no complaints about the animation. They did a damn good job with handling the animation, and it definitely has re-ramped even better than the original Sword Art Online animation. I love how they handled the introduction of Def Gun. That was fucking awesome. I love the voice actor, and that's exactly the voice I heard in my head when I read the light novel for the first time. So good job on choosing the voice actors of Def Gun and the different people that are going to play. Shion, oh my god, I love her voice actor right at the end. We didn't get to see much of her this episode, which is fine, because that's what the next episode should really focus on, the entire events of what we saw right there. But oh my god, the voice actor they chose is amazing, because what I've heard, her entire personality suits that type of voice, and I like that a lot. So they're definitely going all out so far from what I can see from this first episode, which has got me excited. The music, holy shit, yes, 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 yes! The beginning with Def Gun's original soundtrack, that song we heard playing when you see the room spinning around him, that was great, that was good, on par, freaking animation along with that music, it definitely complemented all those scenes. And then that ending song, yes, yes! Oh, okay, so, I love this episode. It's a good episode. I had different moments about it that are really good. So let's talk about the plot of this episode. Now that I've talked about the comparisons between it, let's talk about the plot. So, pretty much we find out with this episode that Kirito and Asuna have been out of the Sword Online and Oncrad for about probably a year now. The entire events wrapped around Fairy Dance, all that, has been gone for a year, and now you can see that they've kind of, I guess, overcome it a little bit. They still have those scars and memories from the past of what they went through, but they have kind of overcame it a little bit, and at the same time you see that the relationship is still growing, and I love that. The romance in this episode was strong. Getting to see Asuna and Kirito just holding hands, all that, sitting on a bench, it brought back a lot of memories from those moments of the original series. For instance, there was one time in the original series of Sword Online where we saw Asuna and Kirito sitting on a bench too. We also saw the entire different scenes of how the sun set and all that. They really had a lot of different, I guess, correlation to the original Sword Art Online series, which I am happy they did that. And I love how they added the inner monologues. They added one key inner monologue I expected them to cut. That entire bit with that government official that was talking to Kirito in the diner, I like how they took the time to actually add that entire backstory to him, and at the same time, they really developed Kirito's inner monologue. Hopefully they continue the inner monologues, because that's exactly what we need for Kirito's character. That was something the last series really lacked. That was something that Kirito really needed as a character to develop. And if they do that, with Shinon, it's going to be badass. It really will. So continue on with talking about the plot, okay? Now we see that there's this dude called Def Gun, and he's jealous. He called Judgment or something, and he shot at this screen, okay? And this looks like this bar or bartender or whatever. He shot the screen of this entire, like, I guess, live stream that was going on at the victors of who won this tournament, okay? And at the time, you see he shoots a screen, and then, like, a couple seconds later, you see the dude die. He's grabbing his heart, and he passes out and dies. Now, we see he was in pain. And he was definitely in the game, like a news reporter inside of a game, okay? Like he was just on the news. So, exactly what really happened? That's the big thing right there. What exactly happened? What was the cause of death? We know the cause of death technically was because of cardiac arrest, but how did he die? Is it coincidence? Is it? I mean, we gotta figure that one out, because, I mean, as we see the foreshadowing in the beginning of this episode, okay, we see that pretty much there's eventually gonna be major senses, like, they were talking about senses, how Austin and Kirito were talking about senses of touch and feel and stuff. Most likely, what we could see from the conversation of Kirito and the government official is that this dude most likely died because of senses, because he felt like he was dying or something. That's exactly what we can get from the beginning of this episode, which I like that a lot, of how they tried to do that dialogue with Kirito and the government official. So, overall, I love the foreshadowing. They set up everything correctly, and I don't have much to really complain about. I don't. The only thing I could see I'm not happy with, but most likely they can add it in later, and I don't exactly remember what point they really explained it. I thought they explained it this chapter. Most likely they didn't, but I'm not going to actually, no, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to spoil nobody. So anyways, everybody, tell me your thoughts on this first episode of Sword Art Online 2, Gun Gal Online, or Phantom Bullet, whatever you want to call this. It is finally begun. Sword Art Online is here. I'm a big fucking fan. I know a lot of people are fans, and everybody, let's ride this freaking Sword Art Online train until it ends. Let's hope the pacing is correct. Tell me your thoughts. Everybody, be safe. Have a wonderful day. Chibi out.